Alright guys, welcome back. So we did it. We have more than 100 subscribers after 418 videos. We've been stuck with subscribers for like 70 subscribers for the longest period of time. So finally YouTube realized that I have been very consistent and it's pushing me forward. It almost took me a year, so we are, I think, 3 months from a year in, so we've been 9 months consistent. And yeah, it's been hard, incredibly hard, because um, YouTube doesn't push everyone. It pushes certain subscribers, certain things, and my content is not necessarily the most entertaining comment you're gonna see, but it's valuable content, right? I want to tell you that it's content that you actually wish you found, right? Wish you have seen. So yeah. Um, Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you want to see me make 687 years. And today we're gonna do some job seeking. We're also gonna do little react questions, but I have a lot of things behind the scenes we also have to work on. So that's why it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream than usual. Um, Let me see if I forgot something. Um, let's translate the page. Oh yeah, this is what I talk about. So let's assume your country, right? Your country is looking for a developer. We're working on to fix it. Some verification problem. Right? You see this page, and this page basically is asking a lot of things, but there's a lot of um, diversity because it's asking. It doesn't know what to want to ask. It asks for a minimum of 5 years experience, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, TypeScript. It's not even asking for a framework. It's asking for a test framework, REST APIs with backend service, like you are aware to to do this, and these pipelines and all this pipeline is called a pre, but they are not pre's. UX UI um, is also a pre. These are not pre's anymore. Now, why is that? I will tell you why. Nowadays, because the market has changed, in my market, they're asking everything, but they mean it. Like some companies they don't mean it, right? But my company does mean it. So that's why we have different kinds of resume. We have a resume for different frameworks, and we have a resume for also different frameworks. So they're asking for a jack of all trades at all times, and I'm showing them that hey, depending on the job, I have the resume. So you should not do this in your country, but in my country, this is strongly. Now, some people might differ on this, but now you know. So yeah, let's see what is around, right? Let's see what we can do. A lot of things that we should consider is that in my country, there's a thing going on that there are a lot of third-party agencies. So I will show you. It's called Good Company, right? Good Company, which is also a vacancy website. You see? So what are they doing? They're saying we are advertising you to go to our advertisement page, and sometimes these are even recruiters making fake job ads to pull them on their website. So I don't know how it works, but it's probably that this company gets paid by another company to advertise on here to get talent on their website. And probably because they are bulking advertisements, that basically means that they have cheaper ads, and that's probably how they can afford it. But yeah, let's see what they have. Maybe maybe this is even an agency. So there's not even one in my city. That's crazy. But now you know, right? Now you are aware. So let's assume the closest one. I think this one is the closest one. Let's see what they do. Yeah, so this is basically this is an agency website. I think that's what it is. Good Partner is a job and media group. Yeah, it's an agency website. It's a third party. Maybe it's even a front like a freestyle. So let's read in English. Give me a second. You see, they're actually looking for more. You lead, discuss, program, direct, test, improve apps, e-learnings, indispensable workshop, and creates concepts. Um, this is a bit weird because they are asking front-end development with JavaScript and React doing object-oriented code. But what they're actually asking is a PHP WordPress composer. So a lot of people like they don't say this, but I will show you in my country at least, and this is also advice for yourself, like Netherlands. Netherlands. When I'm gonna click on here, I'm gonna do PHP and look how many jobs they have for PHP. This is a job trick. PHP is very famous here. So don't get biased by React, JavaScript, and those kinds of cool stuff because the cool stuff doesn't necessarily make you money, right? So I want you to be very aware of this. It's one day vacation missing, by the way. Company MacBook, and the people love their MacBooks. Attention to your private life, fixed, flexible hours and a fixed day of working from home. They don't work overtime, and almost everyone else work 32 hours. That sounds too good to be true. And you have to put your LinkedIn profile even. Hmm. No, so this is an agency. He will say, hey, you are the best candidate for the job. And then he would just do that. So a lot of vacancies, there are a lot of people, vacancies that I hear, um, they are not real, yeah, good company, right? How are you doing? So they are not real. They are third party agencies that have their own vacancies. So we have this a lot. I'm not sure if you have them in your country, but this is something to be careful about. Like I cannot verify these even. So and the website doesn't look too great as well. Let me see. It's slow. Yeah. I will tell you why it's slow because it's not cached. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing decent. I was just explaining about how the job market works here. So to give you a little bit um, backtrack. So in my country, there's something going on. Um, that they always looking for jack of all trades. And let me give you an example. I will translate it so you can read with me. Right? They offer this salary, but you will never hit this. This is a 5-star salary. You only you will never get this even if you have 10 years of experience. It doesn't matter. It's like there's always room for improvement, right? So what are they asking? They're asking JavaScript, TypeScript, HTML, CSS. So this is front end. Implementing automated tests could be front end. Agile working methods such as DevOps and Scrums. This one is back end. Test frameworks such as Jasmine and Karma. I think Jasmine is a back end testing framework. Let me see. Oh, just JavaScript. Okay. And it runs in browser and Node.js. Okay, so it's full stack. Okay. Git and Jenkins. Test Cafe is a plus. So let's see. So a lot of testing. Documentation. It's an end-to-end testing for web applications. Yeah, okay. Also front end. So a lot of testing. We already have 1, 2, 3, and 4 testing frameworks. Also, we have CI/CD pipelines twice and backend integration. So what is the problem here? You see a lot of stuff going on that you need to know. And most of this stuff, you don't learn them in school. That's one. The second thing that you don't learn them, you only learn them if you make big projects. So what is a big project? Let me show you what a big project is, okay? Think, no, not this one. Coding with Antonio. So he makes big projects. So like this is a real project. It's like a 19-hour video, but this project will probably take you 70 hours to make. And this is a real project, and it's even without testing. So imagine you have to implement testing here. Um, these are the real deal. So if you want a real full stack developer, you want to get the industry as fast as possible, and you understand all these concepts, and you can show it to someone, then and you're gonna fake that you already have experience, then you get hired instantly as a senior. But you don't want that. Like I don't want that because I think full stacks are getting scammed. So that's why. Um, Let me see what they're asking. A net share of 400 euros. That's not even, wow. That's not even, it's 21 part of your highest salary almost. Wait, a gross part of 17% of your salary. With this budget, you can compose a part of employment conditions yourself. Think of paying out your budget, buying vacation hours, or development activities sustaining. Oh, so you don't get you don't get vacation hours. They say this 70% of this hourly salary, um, you have to pay it yourself. So this is a big scam. But why are we getting to this? Well, because in or in my country, they're asking for jack of all trades, React, Svelte, Vue, or WordPress, Next.js. They're asking for a lot of things. So that's why I have multiple resumes. All right, let's get into the real stuff. So let's see what's on the page, right? Let's see what's here. Independent recruiters. So let's see what that is. Independent recruiters. It's never a good sign. Okay, so there also are a vacancy website. So you see, they have their own vacancy website. So I will get referred to their website. So I am applying to the website and I get a call from their agency to apply to their website. That's basically what's happening here. And that's never a good sign because a lot of vacancies, I will show you. Let me see if I can find one. Uh, Let me see if I can find okay, not all of them, but there should be one. Here, acquisition in response to this vacancy is not appreciated, and that's what these guys are doing. So you don't want that, and you don't know them, and they take a part of your salary. So do I recommend it? I'm not sure, but I don't think you should start out with someone like that. Okay, let's get the real stuff going on. Um, let's translate it. Translate to English. All right, let's see what's going on. Let's put in my location. Does it remember? Good. Also, this is also an agency, I think. Career value. Also a recruiter. Damn it. That's a very small um ask. Okay. But I don't have this, so let's go to the next one. Amazon specialist. What is this? Okay, so you're like a KPI Amazon guy. I rarely see this application. These vacancies come maybe once or twice a year. Again, the recruiter. WordPress. It's too far though. But let's check anyways. Again, the PHP, right? Notice that. Notice that trend. They love PHP. Again with the stuff. Okay, full stack. I'm just checking the front page. It's not nothing serious yet. Again, recruiter. I wish I could filter them, but they advertise so much. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's if you want a job, it's stable, so it's definitely worth learning, right? I'm not interested in it though. Let's see what this is. Okay, it's too far though. It's too far. I cannot get there really fast. So, but this was promising because I am a creative designer. So, um, oh yeah, culture fit in their own pub. Okay, so it's definitely a local stuff. Okay, this is also a recruiter, by the way. Also a recruiter. Okay, it doesn't look like much on the front page, right? Oh, it's again in Dutch, I see. Okay, sorry about that. Let me see. Content creator at job training. I don't know what this is, but we'll see. What is this? Oh, you're actually a content creator. Okay. What is this? Content specialist? Uh, okay, so the front page isn't necessarily promising. HR jobs, yes. D- So jobs are mixed here such that you might do HR as well. And okay, let me explain. So these companies are recruiters and they hire for someone else to get a commission. So they take a part of your salary. That's what they do. And this is very popular in my country because our government does not like freelancers or contractors. They're not a huge fan of this. Okay, so let's try something. HTML. I'm just gonna first click and let's let it run for 3 or 4 pages, and then we're gonna filter on Shopify expert. Okay, let me save this one. Let me save this one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna apply it, but I might I might. So recruitment. Let me see what kind of what this website is. Oh, it's an agency? Okay. Where is it? Oh, I know where it is. Yeah. Okay. And this is created with what? They say it's okay. Built with. I wanna see. WordPress. Okay, and you're boasting about what? I'm gonna apply just because it's close. I'm not expecting anything. Give me a second. Copy. Did I copy the other one as well? Yeah, I did not copy the other one right. So let's do that not right now. So okay, there's some jobs here, right? Like did not expect something, especially not on a Monday. So let's continue. Second page. 3 years of experience. Redux unit test. You're basically making SaaS, and they don't have a salary, so 25 laptop. I don't know what it's all about. Okay. Like if you get too complicated, like oh, it's again in Dutch. I'm sorry guys, it just translates back to Dutch a lot. Okay. Um so I'm gonna learn this soon, and then maybe we're gonna learn testing. 4 years of experience front-end developer and 3 years of React. It's a lot. They're probably not even paying much. They pay like 3.5K or something. So let me see. 5 years of experience. And they say Vue and TypeScript is a plus. What do you mean? Those should be mandatory. You draw up documentation. I am not gonna make documentation and tests. Okay. This is also a agency, HR. Okay. WordPress. This is moderately close. 4 years of experience. Interested in DevOps. Exper- e- Experience with Python, Java, and .NET. I love HR jobs, not gonna lie. Yeah, like some people love it. Like here in my country specifically, it's not lovable. But um, in your country might be awesome, right? Like, what the hell is this? A JavaScript developer with Python, Java, and .NET? And you don't get good salary as well. Lease car, never take them because they're more expensive. You lose salary. Work at your own place. Yeah, of course. It's a very weird code copy. Let's see what this is all about. This is a 3D. This is like a startup I don't want to work in. And they're looking for people. Good luck, bro. Like, and I can read. You don't have to make it that big, right? Okay. Um, it's the latest kind of job here with good salary. Yeah, that's why they do it here as well, probably. Um, Let's see here. Like they're boasting. Let's see if you're boastable. They use OpenAI, nextjs. Okay, so they made their own website. React, Cloudflare hosting for Zell. I wouldn't do this though. Let me see if it's actually good. Like if it remembers me. Okay, it does. It does cache. They're pretty good. Uh-oh. Go. So this is always a mistake. I will tell you why this is a mistake. Because if you have to tell people that you have to scroll, you're doing something wrong. Um, People will scroll if your hero page is good enough. Yeah, it does look cool though. Like I'm not bashing that. But this is like a cool tag stuff going on, and I don't like that. It's very hip. I have to do culture fit, and I'm just not into that. So I'm ready into something like this. It's better. Okay, let's continue. We're looking for an intern, 40 hours for 10 weeks. And what do you pay? You receive an internship between 300 and 500 euros a month. So basically, you get a little bit more than 1k for the entire project. Big scam. Furthermore, you are experienced with WordPress PHP, good at CS3 and JavaScript Plus. So you already need to know to build. That's crazy. People nowadays. All right. So let's do it on date, right? Because we did what is relevant. Now let's see with date, and we have already two links I might apply for. So let's see what they have. Okay. Wow. This is a thesis. Let me translate that. Graduation internship. This is like a thesis. What do you need to know? You need to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and open to learning 3JS. So if you don't know what 3JS is, I'll show you. It's a 3D library. Okay, so you can make cool stuff, right? You're busy with shaders, right? You're doing these kinds of stuff, right? Design the next iPhone, right? Like, I don't know what's going on here, but you can do these kinds of stuff. Now it's cool. I'm not gonna lie, but most of the time, this is a very niche skill to have in the space front end space where we are right now. And I'm gonna prove it to you by duplicating this and saying 3JS. Where are the jobs, bro? 2 jobs? And this is not even 3JS here? Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. They don't have salary indication as well. And you need all this other stuff. So 2 jobs learning 3JS. So it's a definitely job market wise, it's a waste of skill. Now, if you go to, for example, Upwork, right? Like, and be you wanna be a freelancer, then 3JS is definitely worth it, right? Like show you 3JS. top rated, how hiring works. Do I need to log in? Oh, oh, it's a whole process. But basically, this is a very good platform if you want to have GJS done. If you want to learn GJS, but for now, don't learn this. Don't do it. All right, let's continue. Okay, next page. A lot of PHP. Let me see. This is the fourth page and it's stuck. Why is it stuck? Are we at the fourth page again? Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you, Lee Bin. Thank you for saying that. I hope you learn a lot. I think that is the most important part because usually when I'm streaming, I'm also giving value. So I don't make value videos, but I do make value streams when we're talking about it. So let me see. Python developer. See what this is all about. Like I don't have Python, but what do they ask? Django Flask, Fast API, PostgreSQL, and you need to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript is a plus. I'm not sure if that's a plus. Because then you're not looking for a Python developer, you're looking for a full stack developer. Okay. Lifehack Central, thank you so much. Hopefully you learned something. Thank you, Libin. I appreciate it. Alright, let's continue. Um, doesn't look like much, right? Email marketer. So let me see what they're asking. Okay, you need to know marketing. So here, these jobs, email marketer, you're more than someone that does marketing. You are a copywriter, and I'm gonna translate it to English again because my translation is lost. You have to write creative writing skills, and these are not the same. Communication and marketing are not the same as creative writing skills. So you are a copywriter, you are a marketer that needs to know CMS, what HubSpot is a CMS. And you need to know HTML, where you need to know more than HTML because you need to know CSS and also responsiveness. Um, you need to know SEO, and obviously they don't mention this, but you need to know testing, um, testing, testing platforms to know if your email is working. And they don't say what the salary is. So this is a very bad job. This is a four job in one. I'm currently not employed. I'm unemployed. Else, I want to necessarily be looking ChatGPT for creative writing. Yeah, but the thing is that it doesn't work the way that you should. Like I get what you're saying, but it's not a copy paste anymore because the market understands how AI detection works. Let's see. I wish it was that simple. Are you Lifehack Central? Are you currently employed? Let's see. We already saw this one. Okay, so we're gonna add a different keyword, which is called CMS, stands for Content Management System. What is this? Very good. I love it. Now, why do I love it? Because I have all these skills. That's the first thing. And I do few. And extra points if you're familiar with this one. So that's good. I've worked with CMSs. I've worked with Bootstrap and Bulma. So this is a very fair job application. Let me see what they okay. I'm gonna put it here. I am from the Netherlands. Where you said Pakistan? You're from Pakistan. Do you study computer science? Okay, let me continue. Okay, what is this? Editor and content. You write. You compile the newsletter. Aha, guys. Editor and content coordinator is also an email marketer, right? They don't say this. Okay, e-commerce specialist. Let's see what the employer, um, what it's all about. I cannot find their website. That is usually a red flag. So let's go to maps.google. Yeah, it's Ogre. Okay, so it doesn't exist. It's probably a fake one even. Like I've been looking for it, right? Oh, it is Oger? Really? It's the luxury Oger. Right, so this is a luxury kind of shop. So you're doing one shop only. Okay, not bad, but not my thing. All right, React developer. I am a front-end developer having 2-3 years of experience. Oh, that's nice, bro. What are your what is your stack? Tell me more about it. I love to talk to you. They're looking for someone for our guys. Yes, they're looking a jack of all trades. Okay, let's see what this is all about. React developer. Minimum 4 years experience with JavaScript. Minimum 3 years of React. Very good knowledge of React TypeScript. Yeah, duh. Knowledge of tools such as Zod, Redux, Chakrai. These are two different kinds of things. React testing. Practical use of GraphQL. I wouldn't say this is front end, but sure. How do you use CMS? Okay, it's reasonable. On Cobos is Bitbug and Kitbug. We use Gitflow and code review. 8 to 10 projects are hosted on Amazon. Okay. We use EIC, but for part of the time, the window between talking to development and open projects. No, we love to implement the latest solutions to our project. Yeah, we deploy using KSS. Really? Oh, is this? I think it's fake. I will tell you why it's fake. So, why would you call it Amsterdam standard? So let's see if it looks like. Prove me wrong. Okay, you proved me wrong. Good. Software company, and you have to work a significantly of time. You're working 8.5 hours. This basically means that your break is non-paid. So you have to pay for your own break. Okay. Let's go to their website. Decent. Careers. Pizza Thursday? What do you mean? Every Thursday? Every 2 weeks. Oh, okay. This does not motivate me, pizza. So this is one private medical care. I don't need this. HR interview, technical interview, test client meeting, feedback, welcome on board. So you have 6 rounds. Are they insane? God damn it. Okay. I would never do that. This is why it's good why you always have to check. But I already have healthcare. So I don't need their healthcare. 4 to 7 years. You must React, Next, JavaScript, CMS solutions, solid patterns. What, what is? Oh, object oriented. Okay. Why would you ever do object oriented for functional development? I would. I don't understand. Okay. Let me see. How much work experience have I have? Like 2 years or something. Freelancing 1 year included. Let's see. Let me see. Marketing. But you know, job searching can take a year. So how did you make freelancing in 1 year? Um, Not a lot, because people in my country are very greedy. So did I ask you where you're from? Let me see. Thank you. I did not. Where you're from? Okay, so it's okay-ish. So we have three vacancies. It's decent. I calculated that in 1 year, there will be 520 jobs I can apply to. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. Um, so it might take more than a year to find a new position. But meanwhile, obviously, we do other stuff. So again, I just want to remind you that this channel is 600 today within 7 years. It's not getting a high-paying job. High-paying jobs, you can obviously get a high-paying job. So 520 is a lot? Really? Do you think this is a lot? A year, eh? This is a year. I just want to remind you that, right? And there are like there are weeks there are no jobs, and this is the average. This is the average. So it can be like 300, or it can be like 600, something like that. But on average, I calculated 520 jobs. So getting three on a Monday is pretty good. So if you don't get anything before Thursday, we're good to go. And this is not including weekends. This is without weekends. So apply to Google. No, I'm not interested in Google. What is this? Similar environment even. Not even an environment. Okay. Okay, let's try another keyword. Let's do CSS. Let me see. What is this? I want to see where it is and what kind of experience gift. Also in present store. It's pretty fast, right? Let's see how fast it is. So let's go to vacation. Let's see what kind of local storage session storage. There's nothing. Storage. Oh yeah, test. Okay. Oh, they do have an okay. Let's see what kind of network they have. This not a lot. Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, let's reload the website. Oh, there's more coming. Okay. Uh, Give me a second. I'm just checking what they are sending and what it all is. Within 2 seconds. Ooh, this is not good. Okay. It's a widget? Huh? Is this if they have widgets, that basically means they have other things going on. So let's see. I am doubting that it is made with Vue. So show me the money. It is not made with Vue until this far. Oh, okay. Sure. I can tell. There's other tell signs, so let's see. Let's go here. So let's go, for example, here. Wow. They're actually using Vue. And they're using the standard. I'm not sure what the standard is called. In BEM standard, I think. BEM. So BEM standard is basically how you would name your CSS. And this basically means, what is CLR? Oh, they're using CLR, CSS. What is this? Let me ask ChatGPT. What is CLR in CSS? Oh, okay. Is it a framework that use use CLR? Oh, Clarity. Okay. Ah, okay. So it's an they're using a certain library. Okay. Next. Yeah, it looks like the same jobs over and over again now. Hmm. Okay. Let's do some other keywords. Let's do WordPress. Oh, it's already again in Dutch. Sorry guys, like I don't know why it's doing that. So let me go to the next page. Content specialists at lawyers. What do you do? Huh? Support in preparing documentation for pitches, presentation, and legal directories. Working with together with first party groups to develop a proposition to attract new clients. So this is an email marketing plus content specialist. And you have to have a strong lawyer background probably. 4 is 6 years. uh, and you have to make PowerPoints from them as well. So you basically are the personal assistant. You're not. Good luck. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, getting tired of job seeking, so we're gonna do something else very soon. Okay, that is it. It was more about interns and weird shit. Okay, let's see what we have here. Um, do we have another keyword that we can use though? Let me see. Let's just do React. Let's just do that. Let's see. We haven't seen this one. Selling points? What do you mean? Huh? A very nice paycheck. You will receive 70% of your generated revenue. Huh? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, shady. Everyone can make this kind of looking website, to be honest. Even with AI. Ooh, there's a lot of things missing here. Oh, I do know what it is. Are these real people? Is this image AI? AI image detector. Check image. Give me a second. I don't think it's AI. I think it's real, but we'll see. Where is this bitch? I don't even see it because it's not considered as an image. So cannot even find it. Give me a second. Uh, I did save it here though. Let me give me a second. I did save it at the right place. Save image. Desktop. Ah, okay, I see. It starts with. Oh, the image disappeared? Oh, it's a stack? Okay. This looks AI though, but I don't think it is. Okay. V5 something like that. Okay, let me try again. V5. Okay. Okay. 1%. Yeah, it's real. Okay. I just wanted to check, right? So what was this? Is it consultancy? The starting point of top level senior IT consultant. Ah, I see. Ah, it's another recruitment site. Yeah, I have no idea what that's. Should we ask AI for this? Let me give ChatGPT a try. I have no idea. They're lying a lot, so scam alert. Yes, scam alert. What do you think about this vacancy? I'm just gonna, before I'm gonna filter it, I'm just gonna ask. Senior front-end developer? Oh, okay. Well, if you're paying a senior front-end developer for not even 5K, that's pretty harsh. So let's I will show you how much you get left. Um, um, okay. So let's assume you earn for 800. Like you don't know what it means, but I'm just gonna do, and we're just gonna do a date. Let's assume someone is born in 12/6 1986. I don't know, something like that. Okay. You are left with this kind of money. So let me zoom that in. So if you earn 5K, you will be left with 3.5K a month. You're a senior. Let me go at it again. Like, it depends on the country. For some people, this might be the best salary ever, right? But and the website is stuck as well. Yeah, they're looking for seniors. We spend 70 of your earned revenue on you. For example, if an employer on employer costs and your salary. What does that mean? Okay, let me go to ChatGPT. Yes, 5K euro. So that's a lot maybe for your country. For here, it's not a lot. But yeah, you're left with this a month, and you probably need to pay more tax. Okay. Let's go to ChatGPT. Okay, revenue-based pay model. It sounds great. 70% is a big cut, but how consistent are the projects? If they're dry periods, your earning might fluctuate unless they guarantee a minimum salary. Okay, it's simple terms. Your salary is not a fixed number. It depends on the revenue generate and the cost deducted. Generate more. Okay, so your employee costs and pretty high of your salary, so you won't get 70% cash in your bank. That's crazy. So you're a commission-based developer. Does that work? 5K euro a month, yes. But this is not promised, right? It said 70% of that, so 70% you kind of get guaranteed, right? That's what it said, I think. Let me see. 70% of the revenue generated set aside for you, but not just your salary. So it is salary plus revenue. Not exactly. I see. So let's assume you have a project and you have like 3,000 euros. You get 70% of 3,000 euros. Client billing. Your gross salary might be okay. So if your client billing is 10K, this is what you are left with. Oh, that's not good. No, that's not what they mean. Oh, I see. What if the client billing is 5K? Wow, that's harsh. is a bit low for a senior developer, right? Yeah, it's very low. So this job is basically building projects for clients. Um, what I understood, I think this makes sense here. They're expecting to have 10K clients every month. You're building a full project like every month, so you're building a 10K project every month, and then your salary will be around this or this an hour, right? That's crazy. Freelancing is better than this. Yes, if you land a 10K client, then freelancing is better. I wouldn't risk this, but it's good to check, right? That's why you check those things, guys. You always have to verify. Okay. Oh, you already had that one? Okay. So again, it went to Dutch, so we're gonna go to English. I'm gonna go back. Go back. Okay. Senior Java software engineer. How can you ever make React a Java engineer? Let me see. And it translated to Dutch again. Okay. So you need to know Java, Kotlin, which is an Android-based stuff. You need to know microservice. You need to know TypeScript, Angular, Vue, and React. Kubernetes, which is DevOps. Continuous integration is DevOps, and cloud-based development is also a different job. Wow. And they're paying you between 5 and 6K. Which is probably gonna be let's see. So you get paid for all those skills. Let's see. Not a lot. Not a lot of I don't know, man. Like earning this and seeing this left. I don't know. That's why I can. That's why my goal is to make 600 today within 7 years and not getting a high paying job. I don't care about high paying jobs. Some people that's the ultimate goal, and I totally understand that, and I respect it. And you need to feed your family and those kind of stuff. But I have a different goal. Please don't get offended when I say that because um, it's nothing personal. I think it's even offensive to for my country. It is offensive to let me go it again. Like you know this Subham. You know this, right? This salary, right? Okay. Let's go here. Let's go back where we were. Remember the housing? Right? All right. Let's go to my place, right? Like I live in Amsterdam and I want to work in Amsterdam, right? And let's assume I get one of these jobs, like the 4800, right? And I want to have an apartment, obviously. Let me see. All right. And let me see. I also want to live not in a ghetto. So let me see if I can find something that is not a ghetto. Okay. Ghetto. Yeah, this is a reasonable one. And you have your own terrace, right? This is your place. This is your place. And imagine, this is your salary. And this is what you have left every month. How are you gonna pay this? It's dirt floor. It's not even. It's an apartment, right? It's dirt floor. 2 bedrooms, so you can have a small family. 3 stairs. There's no elevator. Let me see. All right. So it's 9,000 square meters. So you don't. Okay. So you earn more than approximately 300% of this is your salary a month. I always say if the square meter is equal to the amount of the salary, then you can buy it. That's how I look at it. So you cannot buy this home, but let's look at other homes, right? Like you also saw like 300k, 400k. This is in a ghetto, and it's 24 square meters. So 24 square meters. Imagine that's a student home, right? This is your home. How much? 300k. 1 bedroom. 12.5k per square meter. That's what they ask. Now you tell me, right? And this is probably second floor or third floor. They have a promo video. This is your promo. Wow. A student room. Would you live here for that amount? For 300k? This is your shower, by the way. And next to it, you're pooping. They didn't show the bathroom because then you realize, right? Cool. Right? 300k. Let me ask ChatGPT. I saw a 300k. I saw a 300. I can't even watch TV while lying on the bed. Yeah, basically, a 300k KK home in Amsterdam. My salary is 400 before tax. Am I able to afford it? Searching the web. Okay, so you have a shortage of this one. So you need the savings, but there's also other costs coming up. So you cannot buy this home if you have a salary of this. You're a senior front end developer. Guys, let me repeat that. You're a senior front end developer. You cannot buy, let me go again. You cannot buy a 24 square meter home. And you cannot lie on a couch according to to Libin. Okay? Show the couch. Damn it. And the kitchen is here, right? Let me go to the bathroom again. They're not showing the toilet, but basically where you're showering is basically where you're pooping and you're next to. Nah, bro, it's not. Nah, this. And the painting that really touches this, right? You're doing it for the painting. Also, where are you gonna work? You don't have like a little space to work. Where is the working space? The table? This one? Maybe on on a balcony? I want to remind you again, 200k. You cannot buy it with this, even if you're senior. Okay, so let's ask ChatGPT an extra question. Let's ask it, all right, how long would it take me if I have a rent that is currently 1,400 and all costs are approximately 3k included, and net I have left. Let me see what we had left. Give me a second, guys. Uh, let's go here. It's 4,800. It's not this one. So 4,800. What is net? This is net. And let's go to the AI. 70 months. 6 years. Now, okay, let's assume this home 300k increases with the normal inflation price in Amsterdam. How long then do I need to save? Okay, so I will never be able to afford it because of this shortage. So if I don't buy it now, I cannot buy it ever. So I save half of this, so I won't ever be able to afford it. So I fall behind this one unless my situation changes. You can increase your income. Well, that is not possible. Well, kinda. Okay. Let's assume my income grew to 1,700 net. Let's recalculate that. I will still be able to buy it. Net shortfall will increase significantly as well. Even though you're saving money, you're still falling behind. Okay, now, now you understand, right? Like a senior job, a senior job. Let me go again. A senior job in the Netherlands with high experience, 5 years, 6 years of experience, right? Won't get you that. Okay, let's do 6k, right? Like this one is boasting. Let's assume you earn 6k. Right? Let's go here. Maybe 6k will do it. Right? 6k. Let's see how much is net. Okay. But also I need to increase the rent. Okay. Let's assume my net salary amount has increased to this one. My home situation has been increased because we're like a couple years ahead, like before we get the salary, has increased to 3,500. It's normal here. Um, how long then would it take? You cannot catch up. You fall behind by 5 or 6k even though you save nicely, you won't be able to catch up. Okay, so let me tell you again, guys. Even if you say, okay, I want this kind of home in 2 or 3 years, I want to save that, and let's assume you get a 6K job, you can still not buy this home. So who's buying this? I'm gonna tell you exactly what kind of person buying this. So let's assume the same person. So the Netherlands has a 30% um, um, expat rule, tax ruling. Okay? Okay. This kind of people will be able probably to buy it. Okay, so let's assume. Assume I have I just came to the Netherlands and my job offered me uh, this expat scheme, 30%. Would I then be able to afford this home? So what I'm saying basically, if you are a Dutch person and you earn 100% of 6,000, an expat will earn get 30% back of this. So let's assume your taxes are 3,400, right? For an expat, let's assume 130%. This is not correct what I'm saying with 130%, but you will get 30% more of this. So you paid all this, and then you get 30% of this. So you will be earning, um, let me see, you will get back a expat will get 900 euros more a month left compared when I am doing the same exact job. Okay, let's assume the same situation. Look what I have left. So, okay, I can afford the home. I can afford the home. A 100K job is 8K a month. So 100K is 8K a month. I want to remind you guys, this challenge is about making 600 a day in 7 years. Let's assume I make 600 a day. I will not be able to buy that other home. Let me go to that other home. Where's that other home went to? The 800K boasting. I will not be able to buy this home. Okay? It's 612K. I will not be able to buy this home. Basically, what it's telling me, I need to buy together. That's fine. Like if you have someone with another salary, it's not a big deal. But for third floor, for a very old home that can leak a lot, which can have potentially a lot of problems, I wouldn't do it. So what did I do? Well, I decided I'm never gonna buy in the Netherlands. I decided when I was 18, I am going for social rent. And how much am I paying? I am paying 600 a month. Let me remind you that. I pay 600 a month. Now, how long did I wait? 10 years. So at 28, I had my job home. So 28 years um, old, I pay 600. But most people want to buy immediately, right? Me immediately. So I waited for 10 years. So if you're patient, you can get a home. Now, why is this important? I want you to realize that maybe in your country as well, where the salary is way lower. Here, we also have different rulings here. So there's a lot of things you need to consider. Not only the percentages, you also have to other income that are just as expensive. So what are the salaries for React developers in the Netherlands? 'Kay. Top 10% React developer earn over 75K. Average React developer in the Netherlands upon this is not true. We've seen the figures. That means you will earn more than 8K a year. That cannot be right because there is a certain agency that you cannot pay more than a certain salary for a certain position. What is called um, scaling. Are you scaling? See? So it was lying to me. So your cap is not gonna be 80K. Your cap is gonna be 70K. So how much is 70K per month? And what would be the average requirements? Okay. So again, you saw this, right? You saw 6K a month. They're not gonna pay you 6K a month. They're gonna pay you this. They're not gonna pay you any more. And you need all these skills. Master's degree, you need a degree, right? And this is what you have left a month, 3.5K. You need 5 to 8 years experience with strong technical skills. Well, 8 years ago, React didn't even have functional programming, so this is dumb. Um, Jesus Christ. Okay, how much does Fang pay? Okay, I'm gonna ask. You won't get here. I'm just gonna say that. You won't get here. These are stuck. These are 10 years of experience. Now you might get here. So you might make a little bit more than 8K. Okay. But then you only can work on Fang, and that is extremely hard. It's possible though, but most people won't go for this. Also, the vacancies. So, how many vacancies in the Netherlands are available in the are available in these jobs roles? I meant for Fang. I meant for Fang. It probably cannot find it. What is the total vacancies every year? Give me a second. I will answer your question soon. Give me a second. How about Fang? They cannot tell. So usually when they cannot tell, it's not a lot. Okay, so in the Netherlands, it's only Netflix. So how much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 jobs in the Netherlands. And the other ones has not said anything. And look how old they are. 423 days ago. So they're not even hiring anymore. They probably have moved to another country by now. Which makes total sense because the Netherlands ask a certain position. Now let's check out the software engineer lead 5. This is what people dream of, right? 7 years plus experience. Git is a plus. This is not a plus, guys. So programming is not worth it. Well, it depends how you look at it. Why am I programming? I am programming because I can create. I'm not programming to get a job. I am going to get a job. Let's be clear. I can create. So what is your goal? Is your goal to get a job? Your goal to create? Like both? Like you need to think. I think about this. So I'm going for the create and a job. So eventually going to do when this part is a bit finished, then we immediately going to create. Now what we're going to create? We're not going to create SaaS products. Absolutely fucking not. We're not going to create microservices. No. So what are we going to create? We're going to create products. Like in the end, it's not like in the end, programming is a skill, right? Programming is a skill. But it doesn't sell. It doesn't sell itself, right? So you need marketing and sales. So this channel will also slowly convert into programming for marketing and sales. Like not like just necessarily sales page, but I want to sell more products. Also, what we're also gonna do is we're not gonna stay here in the Netherlands for these kind of wacky ass salaries, right? Because if we go to, give me a second, guys. If we go to another, let's go to the USA for a second. USA, United States. Okay. I will reconnect, so give me a second. Okay. And let me get rid of all these. Okay, great. All right, we're back. So we're gonna go to Indeed.com. Eh? Indeed.com. So we're now in the USA, according to it should be. Let me see. Here, Boston. Okay? And we're just gonna go for a React. Let me see if we can find some salaries. Pay information not provided. This is UX developer. So UX developer makes systems, right? UI systems. So you don't need to know what you kind of need to know. Demonstrated skills, 3 years of experience, and a bachelor. You can earn up to 171 a year. Let me remind you again that these jobs in the Netherlands, even if you have 10 years of experience, this is called localization. It's a word for it. You can earn up to, let me see where it was. So these are only for Fang, but they never show it, right? And if you earn this here, you would be crazy if you earn this in the Netherlands because half of this going to tax. So, um, because I'm gonna show you, like maybe it's good to show you, um, what's going to tax. Okay. Uh, is this the one? What is the one? Okay, this one. Okay, so let's assume you are 117,000 in the Netherlands, and you are again from 86, whatever, right? You're from 86. I think, wait, this is not correct. Let me think. I have to think monthly. Let's do a year. Okay. Sorry about that. This is what you would have left. You earn this. I hope that makes sense. So if you earn this amount in my country, you're not living in my country anymore. Like you're gone. You're like, what do you mean? More, almost half of my salary is gone. Right? Like, what do you mean? This goes to tax. I work hard for this money, and this is then a lead 5 engineer, right? Let's go back here, a developer. This is a developer at Liberty Mutual. We don't notice what it is, and it's remote. Let me remind you again, it's remote. What do you earn? You can earn up to. Now you're probably gonna make 150, right? Like if you have this experience, you're not gonna make this amount. You're gonna make 150. And obviously it's harder to get a job over there, but let's assume you get the job, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this product, learn marketing, sales, blah blah blah, all the stuff. But I'm going to start an LLC in the USA, and we talked about this before, Sapam. We're gonna get a remote job and get that pay. And I'm gonna sign up for USA tax. Right? I'm gonna sign up for USA tax, not Dutch tax. No Dutch tax. Right? Okay, let's continue with the a lot of payment, not information. Again, another one. Sorry, I shouldn't click like that. Oh, sorry about that. If I click here, 170K. This is a standard, guys. So this is why you should get your like if you're serious about money, get your degree, work at your job where you are, start an LLC in USA, and start applying for remote jobs. Now, the market can change. Like the government can say like, okay, don't want to do this anymore, and that thing is gone. That can happen. If you are like you remember the 6K, right? The 6K a month. Here you have a minimum of 8K a month with 8 years experience for the principal role. Okay, and I want to remind you that this role here for 8 years, you get 6K for this in the Netherlands. Now don't let me fool you. This is a harder traject than actually getting a job in your country. This is hard, but it's possible. Let me see what's going on here. 400K stock plan, sure. So what I want to say, get good, get good in your skill, right? Get good in your skill, but don't forget to learn marketing and sales. Because if you get stood up by a job, like let's assume you earn 170K, right? Like in the USA, and it's easy to get stepped up, then you have minus 170K the next month. Now in the Netherlands, there's more security. So if you earn like 5K and they want to stood you up, like you have like 30 days before. They have to let you know that. And in the USA, it's not like that. In the USA, it's like, fuck off. Like you're gone today. So that's the risk. So yeah, now you know. Like some of them don't have most of them have don't pay information because it's negotiable, right? But you see the average is like 90, 100K plus. Like you also have these positions, right? And then you can scale fast. 5 years of experience, reasonable if you worked a couple of years in your own job. Yeah, this one is honest. Like we don't have a lot of money, right? We don't have a lot of money, and they're asking a lot. So these people are not going to get someone because 8 years to 10 years of experience basically means you're paying 200 something K. Now you probably have seen salaries like more than 250K. They do exist, but they're very rare. So you're gonna earn between this amount, right? Senior, 3 years of experience. Look at that. They're asking for 3 years of experience between this salary. So if you come in and you have 5 years experience, you're close to this salary. Definitely worth your time. Now, something that you do have to know that if you apply to these jobs, you have more competition. So you have to be good. I think I'm done talking about job seeking, but hopefully that raises some awareness, right? That was the main point. Don't get reliant on your own government, and don't be afraid to get marketing and sales. You need to learn this because if you don't, and you're just gonna go build products, right? Like the well products. I don't call them products necessarily. You're gonna end up like that. And this is for the average person. This is not for the like they're like you have to like the 10 percenter, and they are indie hackers, right? They're indie hackers, and they earn like 100K a month. Like those exist. Though some of them If you work at OpenAI, right, and you're like a lead five, you will earn 900. No, not a month, a year. A year. Yeah, no, this is a month. But if you work at OpenAI, you're a lead five, you will earn 900k a year, so a million a year. But then you should be a crazy ass engineer, right? There's only a handful that can do that. So, but I'm not going for that. Don't get reliant on jobs. It's a very bad idea. You can always get laid off. Missing 100k a year and having a certain lifestyle, that's painful. And also we live in a culture that a job is not enough. A job is not enough, right? So you're forced to learn marketing and sales. So you might as well do it. Automated testing. Q&A tester. You do need a bachelor's though. And this is testing for other kind of interfaces though. So starting as a junior tester, 58k a year, not bad. That's a senior salary in my country. You have seen it. Um, Here, decent. I think that's a decent amount. Technical lead QA tester, that's a lot. Let's do Python, right? Like Subm, you're doing Python. You're in Boston, right? 75 an hour. Uh, an hour? Does it say an hour? Yeah, an hour. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to find a Python developer with reasonable pay. Pet insurance, even. With Python and JavaScript, you can earn up between these salaries. That's pretty good. Not bad. Java and Python, starting position, right? Full stack. Good. Doesn't look too bad. Amazing. Um, so yeah, a lot of job searching. This is the USA, right? I logged in with the VPN, so things look different. But I also want to show you maybe that's good to know. Like we don't have this. Remember, if you were here for a while ago, like a half hour ago, you saw that we only have email marketers. But here you have email developers. Let me do email only. Email. Let's see what they ask. Front-end developer. Email. Okay, that's not this one is not done. Okay. People just say web designer. They're not asking a lot. Maybe, yeah. Okay. Okay. Webmaster. Update, redesign, or design websites for a company or partners. Market the websites. Redo existing. Deal with their network. Help set up new sites. These are not a lot. Okay. I don't see email developer at the moment. So let me do when the HANA mouse. Right. What do you mean with easy stuffs? Can you explain? Okay, the problem is I have to do email developer. Okay, there's one. But I'm in Boston, right? So if I go somewhere else, there's gonna be more jobs. So let me see. It's paying. This is a beginnings position. Let's see what they ask. Okay, so you're writing, right? Like management, and you're analyzing them, but you're not writing. Nope, you're not writing. This is a decent beginning salary. Let's see the experience. Three plus experience. Mm, I would say to be wishlist. Yes, email development is very easy. Let's go to somewhere else. Let's go to um I'll be Kirky. Right? Okay, there are a lot of jobs. Okay. What was that? That was a lot of money. This one. Full stack developer. Jesus Christ. EU citizenship is a requirement. Look in India, you were astonished. Very low salary. Yes. Some countries are even more trash. So when it comes to the salary. And the thing is with India, you also have a lot of competition. So you need a minimum of a bachelor's degree. You need a minimum have a certain experience. So that is the downside of um of India. But the upside of India, I think, like you would know first-hand experience, is that you can have these options, right? So and also for myself. So HTML, Albuquerque. Web developer. What does that mean? 3 years of experience, you earn 100k, between 80 and 100k. That's very reasonable. Oh no, in India currently they want no degrees but works. Okay, so they want yeah, but that's a catch 22, right? Like you need experience. You need a degree for experience, right? Or Jesus Christ, United States, remote, email. Okay. see a front-end developer here, remote, right? We welcome applicants from US and abroad. 1 year of experience. No, you have to know your stuff. So like hire you for 1 month to know your performance. Oh, that 1 month to prove yourself is a lot, though. Working knowledge of React Native front-end developer. Familiarity with APIs. Proofreading ability is critical. Sure. Graphic design is preferred but not necessary. You can apply to this job if you start an LLC in the USA because they accept abroad, and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna apply." Right? Yes, I can apply. That's true, but I don't have a company yet, so I can kind of not. If I start my company, I will apply. Let me see. Email designer. Design visually, ensure, collaborate with copywriters. Again, let's go to the Netherlands. The Netherlands said copyright, communicate, campaigns, like do it yourself. Everything do it yourself for a shitty salary. The salary was like 3K a month. Here, testing, stay up with marketing trends, participate with clients, collaborate with copywriters, right? So you're gonna research and you're gonna decide with the copywriters what is the best thing to do. Let me see how many times of experience. Preferred, bachelor's degree preferred, 2 years of experience. Well, this is a wish list because it's hard to find people like that. Well, you have to learn Clavio, Figma. You need to do some designing, right? 50 at PTO is a bit low. It's a fully remote position. No, I'm not gonna start my company now. I've decided to first get a Dutch job. Why? Because I need to move. I'm gonna move to another home. Then we're gonna apply to a USA job. That's what we're gonna do. So this is my way. Okay. I will tell you why. Because I need to stack up more money because just because you start an LC like in the USA and you get an EIM number, right? You get this. That's fine. But you need to make sure that you have a bookkeeper, right? And a lawyer if something happens. And these things you need to save up for. So I'm gonna save approximately about 10 to 20K between that, and then I'm gonna start the LLC. Now you don't need to do this, and if you can know how to bookkeep, maybe you pay a lawyer maybe once a year, like which is 1K, and a bookkeeper is like 3K, so you will lose 4K on your salary. That's totally fine. But I like to be more secure, so I'm gonna save up this first, and that's why I'm gonna get a Dutch job first. An LLC is a company form. It's like an limited something liable company. That's what it stands for. You can look it up. Okay. Mm. And how does it work? And why do you need it? What exactly? Okay, how does it work? Okay, so you're gonna apply to this job. Like, let's assume we applied here, right? We applied, and everything is okay. Everything is okay. And when salary comes, You say, can you pay me as the contractor with IM number? I will deal with the taxes, etc. Then, because you say this line, like they don't have to think about the payment with the taxes kind of stuff, they say, okay, because this bookkeeping, because that's called their own bookkeeping, this one costs, this costs them money. But if you do it, it saves it saves them money. Okay. Okay. You also have copywriters, like you're actually doing the copywriting, right? So it's not an all-in-one role. So you can actually do, right? It's not an all-in-one. You're doing either copyright, either communicate, either campaign with HTML, CSS, and testing, of course. It's either, not all. And for all, in the Netherlands, they pay you 3K a month. And here they probably pay you more. So, um, how does it work if you need it? In getting a remote job. Yes, this is what you do in a remote job. You start an LLC, you get an IE number. This does not mean this is not equal. This is not a visa, and this is not a permit. I just want to say you're not going to go to the USA. Okay? Let me be very clear on that. Then you can apply to USA jobs, and then they can pay you through your bank because you can, if you have an EA number, you can get a USA bank. Then you can say, I will deal with the taxes. They would just put your money on the company, and then you deal with your own taxes. So it's a little bit more work, but it's possible. Reasonable. Oh, the USA jobs are so much clearer. WordPress web designer, 50 an hour, not bad. 35 to 50 an hour. You're doing a little front end, a little back end. 2 years of experience. You need to know these stuff, minimum entry. Web designer. What kind of stacks do you need to know? They don't know. You need to know a little bit of Figma. Okay, so you don't have to pay taxes to the Netherlands government. So I can choose. I could say I pay tax in the USA or I pay tax in the Netherlands. But there's one catch. Government at any point can say pay both. At any moment. It has not happened yet for like the longest time, but that can happen. You need to be aware of this. So that's why you need to act now and yeah. Content editor, no code professions. I will. Is that true? 400 jobs in the United States. It's not bad. I would disagree with you. And this is only remote, right? This is remote probably, or not? Or is it no remote? Yeah, this is remote. Like if it's not remote, it's 3,000 jobs. Okay, let's do, which is not a lot for USA, but it's decent enough. Let me see. No code profession. Okay, so let's do framer. Like framer. 400 jobs. Framer. Oh, it's framer card printing. Okay, so let's do, yeah, no code. When I type in no code, what happens is it also gives me low code jobs, which shouldn't be. Let's do webflow. I'm not sure about webflow. 200 jobs. It's decent. Webflow is one platform, so what my goal is? But no code exists. Let's do Squarespace. Squarespace. Sure. 200 jobs. Okay, how about WordPress? WordPress is a low code, no code. 2,000 jobs in remote. Okay, 2,000 jobs at the moment. Sure. Yes. This is why is my goal is is no code WordPress developer, but I made a mistake. I will tell you what I made a mistake. My I didn't check my country um, requirements for these jobs. So what happens is no code um, and low code content editor. The, this low code is Mendix or whatever it's called. It is called Magento and a couple of other in one. No code, um, non like non-existent. I can prove it to you. Content editor, you are a copywriter, a social media manager. You are a marketer, email marketer, designer. I can prove it to you, but you can look at the jobs. So, but a content editor, there's a normal content editor, manages website through WordPress or Drupal, Joomla, right? Like you use these content management systems, and sometimes start new websites or update them. So this is USA requirement, and this is my requirement. So I want to do this, but I can't. Do you understand why? But I think you should apply for code base. For self improvement, I will pay you more, experience will grow. Yes, but the headache is big. Like the headache is big. Here, mind you, like I'm 8 hours in, 8 hours job, right? Like 8 hours programming. I come home. I come home, walk the dog, eat, relax a little, and like this is 3 hours, right? This is 3 hours, so plus 3 hours, then it's 11 hours awake. And then I say, hey guys, after 11 hours, you have to remind yourself that I am tired of logic, right? Like I'm tired of logic. So I do not prefer to get a developer position. Do you understand? I do not prefer this. This is, and if you have experience, you would know this, right? Like you come tired home, you did a lot of logic stuff, you'd be like, bro, I just need a beer, man. I just I just need to relax. And especially when your manager is be like, nah, like being an ass, like you're not feeling it. So you're not feeling it. It's not working anymore. It hates my FPS. Okay. This is very low, by the way. Coaching role or learn from the demo. Toss about it. Must be okay doing comment live streaming. What the hell is this? Do not apply if you don't have this. 10 to 20 an hour. But if you really need a job, guys, and you don't care where or what, you get this. And then after 3 or 4 months, you have experience, and then you're gonna apply to another job, right? Or you're just coaching, right? Preferred locations: Philippines. Uh, um, like if you need a job right now and you know this stuff, just go apply, bro. If you earned at least 10K by building WordPress freelance client for clients, Upwork or similar platforms, and charge at least 500 per website in your last 5 jobs, it's a plus. It's a trash job, but it's experience. And these opportunities, you probably don't have them in your country, right? You can get experience just by knowing these. Even with trash money, it doesn't matter because you have experience now. And this is what I want to end up with, right? Remote job. You can work from the Philippines, okay? 28 hours is not much. But for the Philippines, that might be life changing. Maybe for your country at certain places, it might be life changing. Yeah, right? It means a lot. And you can apply. You can apply. And you guys, it's incredibly hot, right? Like during the day. So you're able to work at US time zones then. Well, if you have a company right now and you need this money, and you see this is opportunity cost. It's shit money. No one wants to do this, so you probably get hired as well immediately. Like if this job is real, right? Yeah, yeah, that's what I want to say. Like if this job is real, but let's assume it is. They 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 have a website. So let's check their website. It looks probably trash. Maybe it looks good. Learn how to code, but leverage AI and receive jobs. Okay. So this is probably the guy behind it. Right? Average base salary for a front end position. It's not bad. This is made with AI, by the way. I can tell. You must at least apply to 25 developer roles per week, using a portfolio which company recommends for at least 6 months. And if you don't get a job of 70K at least on average, then you get 1,000 euros payback. Yes, it can be a big scam. But here's the thing. No one can promise you a job guarantee. No one. You need luck with this. And they probably won't pay you 1,000 back, right? But let me see. Are they trust pilots? Let's see if the trust pilot is real. Data experience. They are hard coded, so let's see if he's lying. Learn front end now. Trust pilot. Maybe it's legit, right? But these can edit it as well. Oh, this is claim profile even. Great. But these reviews are probably written before, like he will promote every time, like, hey, just do my trust pilot, right? So, but still, I wouldn't. There are no three, two, and one stars, so that is a red flag though. But one thing he's right about is like, hey, bro, and this is no rocket science, right? Let me see where it was. Uh, I forgot where it was because it's 5 star. Yeah, it could be very much a scam. But what is not a scam? He said like, hey, for 6 months you apply to 25 jobs a week. You will get at least one opportunity. I think that is not a scam when you say that. I think that is very realistic. Yes, I agree. Trustpilot can be manipulated, but the manipulation is pretty good. Because this job guarantee, this is not good. That is scammy. And also, front end developer roles are pretty hard to get. To learn this in 4 months, you need like 30 hours a week. And you probably know that, movie master. You probably know this. React React ain't easy because of the declared way of programming. What technologies do you use? Alright, let's get the way of this scammer. But I just want to mention that even if you get paid $10, let's assume that it's real, right? Yes, backends is definitely the way to go now because front end gets way more responsibilities than it should. So back end is the way to go. It's more relaxing. Yeah, yeah, you should definitely do that. And also, people from India, according for the people that I know, they're very logic based. So it makes total sense that you go to the back end. Go for it, bro. Website developer, remote. HTML, CSS, WordPress, CMS. That's it. And working knowledge of jQuery, PHP. Okay. Well, the thing is, I'm pretty good at front end, so I'll stay probably. But um, I'm probably not gonna stay at a long time. We'll see what happens. It depends on the opportunity cost. Use webflow. I'm currently developing a project with Playwright, Selenium, Appium, and trying to earn extra money with ads. I don't know what Playwright is. I do know what Selenium is. I think Selenium is, if I am correct, I think that is a desktop JavaScript framework, or it is a um, uh, testing library. Selenium. Oh, it's Python. I was wrong. Okay. Selenium framework. What's this? Is it testing? Yeah, it's testing. Okay. Hey Ryan Faisal, how are you doing? You can develop with every language. Yeah, I figured. I figured. Appium. I don't know what Appium is. Appium. It's like a CMS or? Oh, okay. This is like Electron, right? Like Electron JS, something like that, right? Okay. And trying to earn extra money with ads. So tell me about the ads. I'm curious. How are you doing, Faisal? Very simple website. Yeah, bro, I'm good. We just did a lot of job seeking, and we talked about it a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much what we did to stream. And I was going to do some React practice, but I don't have enough time left. So React practice will be continuing tomorrow. Like it's not necessary because I already know React, but it's just to keep my skills sharps for applying. Let's assume I get a technical interview, that I know what I'm doing. What do you do for practice? So there's a couple of things that I'm doing. I'm actually last week, like if you think you know understand use state, think again, right? Like we did the whole documentation here. That's what we did. And we also did use effect. Well, use effect, it's cool if you do this, right? This is for backend, by the way. But it's cool. But try to use effect in like these exercises are pretty okay. But there are some exercises in use effect, they are very hard. So if you think you understand these stuff, think again. That's one of the things that we did. And the second thing that we have been doing, we have been just doing simple exercises, right? Making a search filter, making a counter, make like those stuff. And eventually we're gonna do more experience projects, right? Like I have here a Excel sheet. I'll show you. Um, right, I have an Excel sheet. What we are going to do. And this is only for React, not even the libraries, right? This is GraphQL, Redux, right? React Router. And we're gonna do a bigger project, right? So to keep our things sharp. And there are things like, let me zoom a little bit in so you guys can see, right? Just making a local store is how does use reducing use context work again? And you think, oh, it makes sense. Well, we did it before. We built projects, but if you build projects are not the same, are not the same as a technical interview. Like with projects, you can go to the documentation, right? You can go to the documentation, and you can test, right? And you can build, right? But a technical interview, you don't have time for this, and you probably know if you've done practical interviews before. So yeah, I don't need to explain you probably. So yeah, a lot of stuff here. Custom hooks, UApp, ID update, focus trap, aside click, just front end stuff. And then I have here extra mini projects using all those skills just to get everything sharp because we have built projects before. So with nextjs, with React, but yeah. So I think that this is it for this stream. I think we have been live for 2.5 hours, so that's pretty good amount. A lot of job seeking, right? So yeah. You should go, Rayan, you should go to Web Dev Cody, and he has a playlist. He has a playlist called React Challenges. You should go there. They're pretty good, and they will brush up your skills. And you will get embarrassed even if you think you know. So, alright, I think that is it. See you later, Movie Master. See you later, Rayan. Thank you for stepping by. Thank you stepping by Lipin. Thank you for stepping by Subham. Um, Thank you for stepping by Lead Hack Central. And I will see you on to the next stream.